The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a quick throw out line to Ruggs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. First carry for Josh Jacobs. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. This defense for the Dolphins, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe him.
And Jacobs, I don't think is going to get there, no. It appears they're going to mark him short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez to punt this thing away. Back deep for Miami, Jalen Waddle. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 34-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders 0.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On 2nd and 9, Carr, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Christian Wilkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On first down, Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. A first down and more for Drake. And down right around the 37. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. We saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0.
21. Raiders, nothing. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. He's got Fuller. Touchdown, Dolphins. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Dolphins are able to widen their lead here in this 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 28-0.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This 1st half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Play action. Now it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kamale Correa came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Walker. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Carr. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Carr. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders get a score closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup. We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, We've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Touchdown! Will Fuller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Raiders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. This goes out wide for Drake. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up second and 7.
Hey, we're good.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they've got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 62 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Touchdown, Dolphins! Devontae Parker his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Dolphins 42, Raiders 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Jacobs. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Carr completes it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're...
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Oh, K1 short with a tremendous surge there to penetrate upfield and make the tackle. Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jerome Baker picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Mike 55, Mike 55.
To throw, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Carr again. Throw left side complete. That's Drake. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further.
It's a gain of 4.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50. Raider 9.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other side, that is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle, 33 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead.
Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively at second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Jalen Phillips able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Waddle now to return it. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This is caught inside the 15. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
50,
Here's Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On play action, now Carr. Gets this to Waller. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, they'll throw with Carr. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Carr. And that'll be checked down to Drake. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Carr going to go on 4th down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. On the option, here's Tua. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel